Hey folks, Leadsmith here, coming to you from Dadskills University. And today, the topic, we're going to be tapping oversized threads for larger bolts. So the problem I have on this lawnmower, I can't get the pull start cover to stay down properly to start the mower, simply because the threads on the receiving end are worn out. So I bought this lawnmower understanding that it wouldn't start because here's the thing, the pull cord was all messed up and the owner didn't really have any time or inclination to want to fool with it. But you know, I saw it was a non-running lawnmower that looked to be a real good looking mower. Everything was there, everything was intact. However, he did have some fairly chintzy hardware to try to hold this cover on. Now, I was able to find a replacement for probably less than 20 bucks on Amazon. Perhaps I'll try to sell it for a profit, make a couple of bucks on it, or I might just keep it. Regardless, I don't see this going to a landfill or scrapyard anytime soon. Not when we have Dadskills on our side. So after doing a little bit of digging around, found a couple of bolts. Actually, I found 3 that were about the exact same, and they were all just about a step, maybe a step and a half up, larger in diameter than the original bolt that I had. And I found that they worked just fine going through the cover in here. And in fact, I think this is actually probably a little more robust than the original hardware that came with it. So now the question is, how do I get this bolt to fit into this original bolt hole? The bolt hole is smaller and it certainly won't thread. So the only logical step to me now is to just drill out the hole a little bit larger. We'll remove the existing threads, possibly a smidge more, and we will tap new threads into it, which will allow us to be able to use our selected hardware. Now, a tap and die set like this can be had for probably about 50 bucks or less at Harbor Freight. Of course, there's higher end sets out there that are all made in USA, but they're very costly. This set, however, has enough sizes and options for the vast majority of your homeowner task. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do here is find out what the thread pitch is, and that's going to basically be the pattern of threading going along the bolt that you have selected. My guess is that this is a metric bolt, and the reason why is because simply the vast majority of hardware that I have to go through is all stuff that's made in recent years. Most likely that's going to mean it probably came from overseas. So I'm going with the metric, but of course this also has a standard offering, which is going to be usually used along the lines of made in America type of stuff. In order to see what we're doing here, you'll notice the numbers on this thread pitch gauge, and some of it will say 1.25 or 1.0. We're going to select the one that has a comb that fits the thread pattern of the bolt. So for example, I have this 0.9 right here, and the question is, how well does this match the threading of the bolt? I would say it's pretty close, but I'm just not sold on it. So now we have a 1.0 pitch. Let's try on this one. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Notice that there's not really any gap between the thread pitch gauge and this bolt. But just to be 100% sure, let's see what the next size up looks like, which is probably going to be a 1.25. And here's our 1.25, and notice that the comb on it certainly is a little more aggressive. I think we should go ahead with our 1.0 thread pitch. So now we need to select the correct tap. We know the thread pitch is a 1.0, so I'm going to look among the ones that have a thread pitch of 1.0 to find which ones are kind of in the same closest area to this bolt. So far, I'm pulling this one, and I'm seeing that it's looking like a winner just by judging by eyesight. Let's see what its size comes out to. So this is an M6 by 1.0. So just judging from the surface, I'd say this is the correct one. However, I would like to see if its corresponding die will accept the bolt. So what I just happen to have right here is an M6 die with the correct pitch of 1. And this sure seems to be a good fit for this particular bolt. So I think we're in pretty good shape selecting the tap that's a M6 by 1.0. So now time to just take its tools and get it mounted up. So we've done well. We've selected the correct tap. However, we still need the correct drill bit. A quick internet search was real helpful just to let me know which size was going to be correct for a M6 by 1.0 tap. It actually comes out to a 5mm drill bit. However, 13/64 seems to be a good enough fractional equivalent, which is what I have. So let's start with a clean hole. A little bit of compressed air is nice, but not 100% necessary. I'll put a little bit of WD-40 down here. Cutting oil is better, but sometimes just using what you have is good enough. This will just help keep the hole clean as we do our tap and as we drill. Not a bad idea to also recall we're right next to a fuel tank, folks. That worked rather well. You can just about see how all we really did was shear those threads off, and now we have a pretty smooth inside wall to work with. It's like a blank canvas for new threads. We're just going to simply work the threads in by hand. Once you start feel it cutting, it's not a bad idea to put a little extra lubrication on there. So we're going to turn in and turn out, turn in and turn out. This is going to allow some of the debris that we cut to remove itself. So it's kind of one of those jobs where for every few steps you go in, you might find yourself going a few steps back out. Now focus in right here and you'll begin to see this tap break through. So it is safe to say now that we have completely gone through and we have completely rethreaded this hole. Before I twist it back out, I'm going to give it another blast of air. Clean away any debris that's left behind. And to help it along, a little bit of lubricant to keep things smooth. Once again, a blast of fresh air. And we'll check to see if our selected hardware threads in. And look at that. Can't ask for better than that, folks. These threads here are now just as good as if the factory put them there themselves. This is not a temporary fix. This is a permanent fix, and it's just as good as new. Thanks for tuning in to Dad Skills University. Leadsmith out.